People often send me a message, say, hey Tom, why am I not catching any fish? Why I'm trying to do everything perfect. You know, that's the beauty of fishing and why it's called fishing and not catching. You got to put your time in, just like any other sport. Time on the river, time on the lake makes for a better fisherman. I reignited my love for fishing in my 40s, and it was river fishing. And I started chasing Ontario steelhead. And believe it or not, it took me 2 years before I finally caught my first steelhead. 2 years I worked at it. 2 years, probably 15 outings before I actually landed my first steelhead. I didn't give up. And the thing is, you're going to learn from old timers, talk to old timers, research online. Finally, you get it right. There's so many different things that I had to work on. And finally, it was presentation. I was just throwing the wrong stuff at them. With the steelhead, I began keeping a journal. What worked, what didn't, what people were using, and just date it, what the weather was like. And you know what? I did the same thing on Lake Huron with nearshore fishing. And it's a whole different ballgame than the river, obviously. Whole new, different set of species, different equipment, and different presentation. And those things, that's the beauty of fishing. I think I love figuring those things out every bit as much as I do catching the fish, or if not more. My neighbor and I began fishing in Lake Huron. We'd go out, and I had a kayak, he had an inflatable boat. And we go out maybe 500, 1,000 feet. We're in 15 feet of water. And we catch the odd perch, but we catch a lot of gobies. That's why they Goby Slayer. And they were nothing but bait thieves. But eventually, you know, we got a little better at it. We caught a few more perch. You know, nothing amazing. Maybe, you know, 4 or 5 would be an amazing day. And then one day, my neighbor catches a walleye. And I think we were in 17 feet of water. And that's when I said, wait a sec. There's walleye here. Let's figure this out. That's when I got the trolling motor, added it, upgraded my fish finder. By that time, I had my inflatable boat. And my first time I set out, went out to deeper water, got out to 30 feet, bang, walleye. And from there, I've just been perfecting and keeping notes and what works for these guys in close. I'm at the point now where I just love being out in nature. It's a mental break from work and everything the world has to offer. Nothing better for me than getting out fishing in a beautiful river or a lake on a beautiful evening like this. You don't think about anything else except for the end of that rod tip, waiting for that bite. It's mental health for me, and I'm sure it is for a lot of you guys too. I'm at the point now where if I go out and I catch a fish, that's a bonus. It's not always about catching, guys. It's about enjoying yourself in nature, and sometimes you're lucky enough to catch a fish. For me, it's also about the hunt. I love figuring these fish out, different species, and every spot you go to, there's a whole new learning curve, different obstacles you got to figure out. So that's what I enjoy.